This is a general reading for all Aries, so if you are interested in a personal reading, you can always hit me up on my website, and I will have that linked in the description below. Alright, I have already shuffled and meditated over the cards, so we're just going to get right into it. I am doing another elemental reading like I did last month. I really enjoyed that. But I will be using my Green Witch Tarot. And I love using this deck for, you know, November, December, and even January, because it's very festive looking, and the artwork is just exquisite and beautiful. Hopefully you can see the artwork on the cards. I've had some lighting issues this morning, but we're trying to work right through them. Okay, so laid before you is your spiritual advice card, and you have received the 10 of Swords. Now this card is generally about somebody hurting you, victimizing you, betraying you. But with this particular card in this particular deck, and with it being in your spiritual sector, I really feel like this card is all about healing for the month of November. It's about putting those past hurts behind you, about understanding what those past hurts are, but also understanding that they only have as much power as you give them. So, if you can see the artwork all right, you know, you have a witch and a circle of swords, but she is binding some kind of fruit, and it's like binding negativity, binding it up, getting it prepared to be got rid of. You know, she's most likely going to burn it or do something with it. The boars are in the foreground. Boars are a symbol of healing. So this month of November, it's really about putting your past hurts behind you and moving forward with healing and regeneration. So that's a great card to get for your spiritual sector. Okay, so moving forward with your Earth card, with your work and your finances and your career, you have the Five of Swords upright. The Five of Swords can represent winning and losing. Okay, it's kind of like a double-edged sword situation. So I you know, financially, I feel like you're doing all right in the month of November, but like inside the workplace or your dealings or whatever it is that you do with other people, I feel like there could be some underhandedness, you know, an opportunity to either get one over on somebody or somebody get one over on you, or to take advantage of a situation or a person for your own financial gain, or vice versa. I feel like there is a chance for some sleight of hand tricks there, you know, underhandedness. And some dishonesty could be going on in the workplace. If this is coming from you, I don't really recommend that you go through with it. You know, even though it may be easy for you to do, it may be kind of like handed to you on a platter, like this person has no idea what's going on, and it could be so easily done. It's more of an ethical issue, a moral issue. You know, we don't want bad karma coming our way later on. If this is being done to you, it's, you know, you just need to have your eyes open. You need to be aware that this could be going on, that not everybody is as trustworthy as they may seem. But either way, I don't feel like this is something that's going to hurt anybody in an extreme way, or hurt yourself in an extreme way. I don't feel like it's going to be anything major like that. I think it's something that is more like just questioning your own, what will I do? You know, your own morality or your own ethical guidelines there of what will you do, what will you not do, where do you draw the lines. And it's also on more of a spiritual level when it comes to your work and your finances and that type of thing. It's about being appreciative of the situation that you're in, your financial situation, your work and career situation, and understanding that, you know, if you're not happy where you're at, you need to understand that this is most likely a stepping stone, and to see it as that, and to see it for what it is, and to appreciate it for what it is, because you can't get to that next level without this stepping stone. But if if this is it, if this is like the highest that you're going, to be appreciative of it, because look at where you have been. Look at all the sacrifices you have made. And it's a good time to question, are all the sacrifices that I've made, were they worth it? Worth, what I've gained? Some of you are going to say they were worth it. Maybe you didn't have to sacrifice too much. But some of you are going to say, have some regrets there. This could be a card that symbolizes a bit of regret. And, but it's good to face that regret, because we don't want to keep repeating these past mistakes or these past decisions that, have put us in this regretful mindset. So, there may be some situations that need some analyzing in the month of November when it comes to your dealings with other people, on how you make your money. And you don't want any dishonesty with other people or with yourself. So try to remember that for the month of November. Okay, for your air card, with your thoughts and your communications with your friends and your family, you have the Nine of Pentacles. That's a beautiful card to get. The Nine of Pentacles is about being content. It's about being happy in your situation. It's about being happy with your mindset. It's about being happy with the communications and dealings you're having with your family, with your friends, with whoever you share your home with, if you share your home with anybody. And if you don't share your home with anybody, this card still symbolizes being content with that and happy. And some of you, Aries, are going to have your mind thinking, this is what I want, planning out, like, what kind of family life do you want? What kind of people do you want surrounding you? Do you want children? Do you want a wife? Do you want a husband? Do you want, whatever? You're going to be thinking about this. For those of you who are, haven't quite got there yet in life, these things are going to be on your mind in the month of November. But the main thing is you're content, you're happy, your mind is on a very positive wave, and that's wonderful. Okay, with your fire card, with your challenges and your actions for the month of November, you have the Harvest card in reverse. This card is much like the World card. And this card is positive whether it's upright or in reverse, but it does have a little more of a negative undertone when it's in reverse. The Harvest card is about, reaping what you've sowed. It's about enjoying the rewards that you have worked hard to receive. When it's in reverse, though, it's like something is kind of missing. It's like you didn't quite get everything that you thought you would get. You didn't reap every investment that you have put in. And, that's okay, because it leaves room for growth. It leaves room to think, this could This could be in any area of your life. I'm just using, I'll use a garden as a metaphor or an analogy, or however. You know, if your tomatoes didn't turn out this year, you get to think, why? Why did my tomatoes not turn out this year? You know, did I plant them in a proper spot? Are they getting enough sunlight? Are there enough bees in this area? Are they getting pollinated correctly? What may I do to help their pollination process? Did I spread them out evenly? Did I, whatever. This is a time where you can think, whatever area it is in your life that hasn't been as fruitful as you've hoped, this is the month to think about, what can I do in the future to make this area more fruitful? So, this is about planning, and this can be a challenge because, it's planning. It's analyzing what didn't turn out the way I expected it to, and why, and what can I do to make it better. But this is a good thing, okay? This is something that's good. So keep that in mind, even if it's challenging, because I'm sure it's not just gardening for a lot of you, or for most of you. I'm pretty sure of that. It's some other area in your life that you're trying to improve, and it's going to be more challenging than just tomatoes. So yeah, it may be a little daunting, but I think that you're up for the task, and it's something that is positive and needs to be done. Okay, for your water card with your love life and your emotions in the month of November, you have the Witch. Now this is the same thing as the Magician card in the, traditional tarot. Emotionally, I think that you are pretty content in the month of November. You have felt and accepted where you've been and who you've been and where you are and who you are. So this isn't really so much about being in love with somebody. If that is what you are seeking and really longing for in the month of November, I think that you're doing what you need to be doing to achieve that, but I don't really see it coming per se in the month of November itself, because this is the time to really focus on yourself. And for those of you who are already coupled, that's okay, that's fine. I mean, you can be coupled, you can be married, you can be in a very committed long-term relationship, but still focus on yourself and being happy and content with your own emotions, and not so much depending on another person to make you happy, because that's our own responsibility. That's our sole responsibility to make ourselves happy. So this is the month to understand that and to do that, and you are doing that in the month of November, and that's wonderful. Everything is coming into a culmination and into fruition, and that's, you're feeling that. You're feeling at one with the earth. You're feeling at one with your situation and at one with the universe, and that's great. You're controlling your own destiny, and you're opening yourself up. This card can represent opening yourself up to new situations, to new people, to further your growth. So that is your reading in its entirety, Aries. I hope that you found it helpful. It's a very positive reading. I that's the way I interpreted it. So that's very good news. If you did find this helpful, please remember to push the like button and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, because I do this every month. And don't forget to push the little bell so you get notified when I do post new videos, because it's kind of sporadic every month. And leave me a comment. I love to hear from you. And don't forget to check out your rising sign video and your moon sign video, so you get more insight on your whole month of November. And that is it until next time. And God bless.